Innichka. It's a wheat pork that traditionally all Slavonic countries serve on a Christmas Eve. It's a vegan, vegetarian, has no dairy or really anything. It's only poppy seeds, wheat, honey, nuts. It's delicious, raisins, and it's so easy to make. If you ever try or wanted to try, keep watching the video and give me a like and subscribe. Hello everyone, this is Inna with Innichka Chef and welcome to my kitchen. And for ingredients we need wheat, right? It's a main ingredient, so look how beautiful I have wheat. This is white hard wheat, the one I'm using for when I make my bread. When I grind flour, that's the wheat I'm using. Also we need poppy seed. I have dry poppy seed, but you can use paste already. You can buy grounded poppy seed, and I will show you later how to buy correct way poppy seed paste. Also we need raisins and some nuts. Walnuts is probably most traditional nuts used in Ukraine. Another thing is honey and a coarse sugar. The only reason why we need, and I like to use this raw canned sugar, it's nice sugar just to help grind our poppy seed, because poppy seed is such a tiny and it's very difficult to grind. And I will show you how I'm going to grind just old-fashioned way, the way my mom grind, but I will link below the recipe how to cheat a little bit and how to make faster to grind poppy seed. In a recipe Vareniki with poppy seed milk we made a couple months ago, and it's fantastic recipe. If you ever want to eat more plant-based milk, poppy seed would be probably one of your favorites. First of all, you need to soak your grains, and wheat is one of those grains you must soak, no matter what recipe you use it. Even if you have time and if you like to boil longer, it's just not good for you, for your absorption, for your it's not good for your digestive system to eat not soaked grains. So I always pre-soak mine. So for this recipe we need 2 cups of wheat. If you can't find red or white hard wheat, use farro. I think about every supermarket they have this type of wheat. Or common wheat, actually, another one, good one, can work as well. So we need 2 cups. It's half cup, so we need 4 of those. Just add water and leave for 8 hours or longer. Add some water at least 2 inches above the grains, above the wheat. But keep eye on it. And now start boil. You can do this in crock pot actually, that will be even easier. And we need half cup of poppy seeds, dry poppy seed. And my mom would soak in hot water 2 or 3 times. It takes a while to do that. I like to speed up process, so I just like to boil for 20 minutes or so, and it gets the same result. Instead of soaking and drain water, soak again with hot water, drain. Do this 2-3 times. Just boil for 10-20 minutes. That's what I did in the previous video with Vareniki, and worked just fine. And the same, about 1 or 2 inches water above poppy seed, and let boil, simmer for 20 minutes or so. I want to show you, if you don't want to make your own poppy seed, grind your poppy seed, or if you cannot buy dry and it's too much time consuming, buy already poppy seed filling. It already has sugar, it's already grind. And look, it's like paste consistency. It's a perfect. And this particular brand doesn't have any harmful ingredient, like it's just sugar and poppy seed. It doesn't have high fructose syrup or anything else additive. So make sure you check ingredients when you buy it. So as you see, the water all evaporated, and now we see like a almost dry. See, almost dry. And my mom did old-fashioned way. She had big pasta, mortar and pestle, and usually and sugar. And this coarse sugar helps to process. Need a little bit more. Poppy seeds are very tough. My mom hardly ever measures sugar. She would go little as needed and keep grinding until you see poppy seed breaks and release like milk, white cocoa. Nice, soft, almost identical to what we just tasted in this pre-made. And repeat with rest of them. It took actually much longer. It took 40 minutes to boil my wheat after it's been soaking for overnight. But depends on your wheat. Kamut may take less to cook. So now all we need to add this nice, still hot and steamy, and has a little bit of liquid left, and I like that. I like to add, because I'm going to add dry raisins. You can use any dry fruit you wish, any or combination of all you have. And it helps to about 1 cup. It helps to that extra moist to soak and get rid of it extra moist. So the raisins will do. I actually like very wet, almost soupy consistency, but it's not for everybody. And some people like dry. I'm going to make, for this recipe, I'm going to make something in between, so it can everyone appreciate this consistency. Everyone can eat. And then poppy seed. And I like to chop my walnuts. Just leave a couple for the garnish. I always forgetting about that. You can use any nuts or combination of all nuts, but in Ukraine, walnut is most popular. About 1 cup as well. And about half cup of honey. And I didn't mention, my mom never add, but I like to add just 1-2 drops of vanilla extract. It's better, right? It make me smile. Just makes more fast, more delicious. And now mix all together. poppy seed roll. Have you ever tried poppy seed roll? It's delicious, smell irresistible. It's perfect gift as a Christmas, or it's perfect for Christmas morning. It's perfect for any breakfast or any time, afternoon snack, or really anytime. My kids love, my family love, we love. I'm from Ukraine, and poppy seed is very, very common ingredient in a pastry, and we love it. I will show you many other recipes in the future, and I already posted several. Hello everyone, this is Ina with Innichka Chef, and welcome to my kitchen. It's probably the last Christmas recipe from me. It's a poppy seed roll. Last year I posted very similar recipe, nut roll. It's delicious, it's yeast-based dough, and it's one of our church members shared with me that traditional Ukraine recipe. He, I believe, was third generation Ukraine, but I shared today with you his poppy seed filling recipe, but my dough, and I'm using sourdough. If you don't like sourdough, don't have deal with sourdough, use that recipe, yeast-based, and I will list below in description as always. Or if you like to switch to natural and use sourdough and use a different filling, if you don't like poppy seed, how you cannot like poppy seed? But if you don't or cannot find nuts, it's always available everywhere. Anyway, let's start. For the ingredients we need, start with the show. It's sourdough. Look at how bubbling this, nice and active, nice and active. Also we need beautiful egg yolks, melted butter, not extremely hot, but melted. Some sugar, vanilla extract, milk, and flour. And I'm using bread flour. You can use all-purpose, actually works as well, but I found bread flour works slightly better. Either way, bread flour just has a little bit more gluten, little bit more protein, but whatever flour you have on hand, use it. We need 180 grams of sourdough, active and bubbling. I think that's about right. And I like to start with whisk attachment. Also milk. 2 cups. 4 egg yolks. Little bit of vanilla, about 1 tablespoon. This is homemade. Use any vanilla you like, and let's whisk. And sugar, almost forgot. Now salt, I like to whisk together with the flour and actually add slightly later, so let sourdough get married with and get together nicely with sugars. Yeast, any yeast, either it's wild yeast or commercial yeast, likes sugar, grown sugar. And now I would like to add my flour with salt. When you see the flour almost getting close to incorporate to the dough completely, it's time to add butter, the last ingredient. As you see, it started dough coming loose from a wall. It means it's ready. On a well floured surface, this dough looks very thin. Seems like needs more flour, but don't add more flour. I like to let rest for 5-10 minutes while I'm fit in my starter. Little bit of water. Consistency almost like a thick sour cream. I always eyeball it, I hardly ever measure. And now this sourdough ready to be stored for the next baking day. Probably will be tomorrow. So this is dough rested. Ideally to let rest for 20 minutes. That's ideally. And ready to be moved to another bowl. Nice, fluffy. I can feel this dough is it's beautiful. Probably have little butter left. After you grease your bowl, cover and leave in a room temperature for about 1 or 2 hours, and then move to the fridge overnight after one folded, and I will show you how to do. I usually leave for anywhere between 8-12 hours, sometimes even 24 hours if I didn't have time, didn't have chance to get to the dough, and it's fine. After 1 hour, I want to show you how dough looks beautiful and rested, and I would like to stretch just like regular sourdough bread we do. Oil my hands with a little bit of olive oil, any oil will do, and do like back. And now this dough go to fridge until I have a time, probably 10-12 hours from now. And let me show you what we need for filling. For filling, we need star of the show, of course, the poppy seed. Look at this. I love poppy seed. Every Ukrainian person, I think, like poppy seed. Also, we need sugar, heavy cream, a little bit of butter, and eggs. We're going to use whole eggs. This recipe calls for whole 6 cups of grinded poppy seed. In order to grind, you have a few choices, and in the description below I will show you how I will post a video how I make in previous recipes how I grind, but today we're going to use the easiest way, may not the easiest but one of the way. It's a regular coffee grinder. That's how we're going to grind a little bit. We're not going to grind whole 6 cups. I'm going to add ready poppy seed filling, and this is good poppy seed filling. If you are able to go to any European store in America, you can find it's already paste, already has sugar, but the rest of I will grind just to show you how to do it. Another option, if you don't want grind in coffee grinder, or you don't have, in previous video I show how you can grind with mortar and pesto, and we made a beautiful Christmas dish called kutia. It's a wheat berry porridge, kind of pudding thing, and it's traditionally on Christmas Eve we eat. Another recipe, I believe in the summer, I posted palyanice. It's grinded poppy seed with a bread served like a cereal, broken bread and a poppy seed milk. In order to make poppy seed milk, we grind with immersion blender and we boil poppy seed. Prior to that, you always have to soak or boil. That's easier to process. But today we are grinding with coffee grinder. That's a third way to do it, so you choose which way you want. And we're going to grind dry. Remember, otherwise you break your coffee grinder. Here we go. Just a little bit, about 2 tablespoons or so. See how wet? Almost like a paste compared to dry. It's a big difference. Repeat. Remember, a little bit at a time. You don't want to kill your coffee grinder. we grind beautifully. It took 10 minutes, not that bad. And I have 2 cups of poppy seed, grinded poppy seed. It go to the saucepan. And since I'm using only 2 cups, 1/3 of the recipe, so I will use the 1/3 of the rest of ingredients. 1 egg instead of 3. This will not going to leave. Use and 3/4 of heavy cream. Half cup of sugar, canned sugar, organic, and a little bit of butter, probably like 1 tablespoon or so. Whisk very well and on very low heat. You don't want to end up with scrambled eggs, do you? On very low. And whisk until the butter is all melt and egg incorporate. So now as you see, like beautiful mixture. Beautiful. I think I like this way, grinding poppy seed the best. And it's beautiful. This one came from a store and it's similar consistency, maybe even slightly thicker. So whichever you use, whichever you prefer, whichever you have, if you can make shortcuts and don't want to make your own, you can buy. But I'm pretty sure mine is much better. You can add vanilla. Actually, I'm going to add little vanilla, but it's optional. An original recipe don't call for vanilla. It's not overly sweet, but it's sweet. The dough at least double, and it's very nice and soft, ready to work. Beautiful dough. I like to divide and work with one piece. Probably will be 6 to 8 nut poppy seed rolls. Oh, 6. Work with one piece at the time and keep rest of cover so they won't get dry. I didn't divide too good, but it's okay. And make sure your poppy seed is room temperature, not hot. I like to take my dough from a fridge when it stays overnight, at least 1-2 hours before I'm going to work with dough. That way it's nice and room temperature and rested. And I think it's will speed up process of proofing. Very soft, very good dough. Love to work with dough. Okay. I like to cover with slightly damp towel. And leave for at least 20 minutes, 20-30 minutes. My house warm, so 20 minutes will be enough, but depends on your temperature. See how long it will take. Preheat oven 350 and let egg wash. I wish you could smell my house. It's so tempting to cut right away, but you have to wait at least a few minutes and then I encourage you to make poppy seed roll and share it with your friends, family, neighbors, and enjoy during holiday. It's a delicious treat, and from my family to yours. Enjoy. Bye. See you next time.